Hi guys, welcome back to Mindful Vegan. My name is Jessie, and today I'm talking about plant-based alternatives, especially about cheese and milk, because those were the hardest things to let go for both of us, as well as we're talking about our breakfast preferences that we have. With that being said, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Make sure you drop us a comment, and let me take you to the channel.
I like to have smoothies, a liquid diet if you want to call it that. And the reason that I like to have a smoothie is because it gives me an opportunity to easily incorporate all the nutrients that I'm looking to get to start my day off right. And that includes 2 vegetables, which are always the same, kale and spinach, 2 fruits, which are always the same, banana, blueberries, some nut butter. For the longest time I always use peanut butter, but lately been experimenting with almond butter. And then the usual seeds like chia seeds, flax seeds, hemp seeds. Usually go with oat milk, but lately been trying some unsweetened almond milk since there's already sugar from the fruit. And I think that's it, right? Or did I miss something? That's all.
That's all.
So that's my smoothie preference. I usually have that 2 to 3 hours after I wake up, because I like to have my lemon water when I leave the house, and I don't want to eat maybe an hour and a half after that. But she hates smoothies. Not a fan at all. Have not had one smoothie with her ever, I believe.
I just feel like I need something to chew, because in my breakfast I normally add veggies too, but I don't blend my veggies. I just use them, cook them with my scrambled eggs, and that's pretty much how I enjoy my breakfast. And yeah, so what would you say to people that want something quick and easy to eat, or to people who's transitioning from any diet to vegan diet?
Well, I'll say 2 things. One, if it's a convenience subject, well, both are a non-issue when it comes to that, because you can prepare them the day before. We usually make my smoothie the night before, so we don't have to wake up and worry about it. If she's having overnight oats, those are made the night before, hence the term overnight oats. Once in a while, if she's craving, scrambled eggs or something of that nature, that can be cooked in the morning fairly quickly. But there are some caveats, like you still want some preparation in advance. Like there's vegetables that we have prepared in advance. You can buy them from the store as well. They're already chopped up. They come in a bag and you can just open it up. It's resealable. It's very convenient. So there's no right or wrong answer. You ask some people, they'll probably say you shouldn't be combining everything. Why are you combining fruits with vegetables, with a nut butter and seeds all in one concoction? There is this idea, whether or not you agree with it or not, I haven't read enough about it to make it seem like it's significant impact to my health that I'm combining all of these in one meal. But maybe down the road I learn something and it changes, but for a few years now I've been following this method. It served me fine. I have no issues. In fact, after my breakfast, I don't have to eat for a long time if I don't want to, just because I have given myself all the nutrients, protein, carbs, fats, etc.
And also, when we say eggs, let me just be clear. We don't eat eggs because, of course, we follow a vegan diet or lifestyle. And for people that is just transitioning from any other diet and want to try to become vegan, there is some alternatives at the store, just like
Just Egg or chickpea powder. Just Egg, argument can be made a little bit more on the processed side, but if you want a healthier option and you want to stay away from a little bit of the processed side, then there's chickpea powder.
But when you're transitioning, and just to make it easy and just because of the flavor, you don't feel it that much if you want to try just egg. I feel like that's a
go-to comfort food.
Yeah.
A good point. One, maybe we shouldn't be referring to it as egg. Me personally, October will be 4 years exactly that I gave up meat. And you know, for the first year and a half, what was my go-to since I was not eating meat? It was egg. Any fashion you can think of, scrambled, sunny side up, boiled, right? It's so convenient, so quick. When people ask me, what do you know how to make? I could say anything with egg, because so quick, so easy. Throw some vegetables in there, some salt and pepper, and you're done. That was probably one of the hardest things to give up.
And cheese.
Egg was the number one hardest to give up, because that was like my main comfort food outside of letting meat go, and then yeah, cheese followed after, because you know, cheese goes with everything, and your grilled cheese and nacho cheese and sandwiches with cheese and your cheddars and provolones and pepper jacks. But we live in this beautiful place where people have come up with alternative plant-based cheeses, and now we can consume all the type of cheeses that we used to without any concern. So,
and we're also going to be sharing some of our recipes and some of the cheeses or our favorite combinations that we make, and we'll be sharing that with you all.
Yeah, you know, cheese is interesting because we've experimented making it at home, which we'll share the different type of variations. And then we of course have tried all sorts of store-bought cheese, whether it's slices, shredded, and it's getting better. It's not perfect. I'll be the first to say that. It's not perfect, but it's getting better. You know, consistency, flavor, it's really improved. One of the cheeses that I cannot tell anymore that it's non-dairy is Parmesan. The way it smells and tastes, home run. There's no way, if I did a blind test study on somebody, they wouldn't be able to tell. They would just think it's regular. Now I hope the other cheeses can catch up to that. I'll share the brand of my favorite Parmesan cheese for you guys.
Options that you have at the store, there's a lot of options nowadays, so to make it easy for you and the flavor, if you don't want to feel that much the difference, you can go to the store and buy. We can share those brands that we like. Milk.
I grew up eating a lot of cereal. It was a go-to comfort food, and then not even comfort. If you're hungry and there's nothing in the fridge or you don't feel like cooking, boom, grab some cereal, grab some milk, you're done. Cereal was actually a way that I personally transitioned into eating healthy. I could think back to sometime 09, 2010, somewhere around there, where I had just started making little hacks. I wasn't eating, dominantly healthy, but I started messing around with my cereals by putting in some nuts, some fruits, some seeds. But then it came time to give up dairy. This is long before I gave up meat. I started noticing that when I consumed milk, I was having stomach issues, probably lactose intolerant. Just decided it was time to give up milk. Cheese never really gave me that issue, surprisingly, and yogurt didn't either. And maybe that has to do something with the fermentation, I've heard, but I gave up milk, and initially it was almond milk. That's what was available. Around 2010, 2011, 2012 even, you didn't hear much about too many other options. I think there was soy milk as well, but I definitely didn't find oat milk, walnut milk, hemp milk, and whatever else type of milk, cashew milk. I think there's some others I might miss. But, you know, at that time the almond milk was a little watery. The consistency wasn't that thick. So cereal didn't taste as good when I made the switch. But then came along oat milk, the first brand to bring that to the big market. I don't know about some small companies that might have been around before, was Oatly. And I used them for a while, and finally I felt like, okay, we have some consistency that reminds me of regular milk. And then Khalifa Farms released their variant, and I personally like Khalifa Farms better, and now they advertise that they're not using any gums, so that's another great thing, that you know, you're minimizing the processed ingredients that go into it. We've definitely experimented a lot with milk as well.
We make it at home too.
Almond Cow, thank you for developing the machine that allows us to do that. Now, is it the same as store-bought? No, definitely not. It's healthier, cleaner, lighter, no additional additives, doesn't last as long, but if you're trying to be super healthy, that's probably the option you want to go towards. Personally, I still like to have some Khalifa or Oatly milk from the store because
the consistency is different.
Yeah, that consistency, we haven't figured out how to do it at home. When we do, we'll love to share with you guys. But for now, for my cereals, for the creamers and our coffees that we make, we do like to get oat milk creamers and oat milk just in general for all sorts of things that we like to have with milk, our smoothies, etc. What about your favorite milk?
I feel like my favorite milk, or I should say creamer, it's Oatly, just because of the consistency, and I am a coffee lover, so I feel like Oatly goes pretty well with my coffee, and I really like the consistency of that one. I haven't found really another brand or make it at home. The thing that I feel that when you make it at home, we actually bought the machine to make it at home, right? Whatever milk or creamer that we like, but I feel like you have to drink it after you make it for the creamer to taste creamy.
2 days maximum, but yeah, preferably the day of.
Yeah, I just personally think that if we find a way that we like, then we'll be sharing that with you also. Those are the main things that we wanted to talk about. Milk, cheese that you guys can find at the store or make it at home, which we're gonna be sharing some of our recipes. And yeah,
Oatly, if you're listening, you have a challenger who has won, in my personal opinion. Now, everyone might not agree, but I do notice when we go to Pete's now, they're using the barista Oatly creamer. I don't know about Starbucks if they're using it as well, but me personally,
they are. No,
I actually like Khalifa's oat milk. So if you want to win me back, figure out what they're doing different. I know you guys have a dominant position in the market, your ice creams. What else are they coming out with? Sour cream cheese or
cream
something?
cheese, yeah. We haven't tried it though, because I think that it's I think they have it in Europe. We haven't tried it because it's not here yet, but yeah, we'll be sharing what we think whenever we try it.
Interesting thing I've noticed, I don't know why, it's very easy to find unsweetened almond milk, but I cannot find any brand of oat milk that says unsweetened. I don't know why. If somebody knows the answer, drop it in the comment below. I'd love to know why that is happening, because I don't want additional sugar in my food. I prefer the natural sugar that exists in its state, and there's no need for added sugar.
Yeah, well, actually, all the stuff that we're making, all the muffins or anything really that we make at home, we are focusing right now in adding less sugar or be as natural as possible, and that's why we want to share, and that's our goal really, because we are learning how bad sugar it is for your body, and we're trying to be very clean, even though it's hard.
Yeah, I don't know my personal genetic makeup, but I do know my grandpa on my dad's side had diabetes, and my uncle, my mom's sister's husband, has it. So it's becoming more common. A few of my friends have it. In your family, I don't know if anybody has diabetes, but it seems like we're overdoing it on the sugar, and something is happening with our insulin and affecting our pancreas. So the more we can limit our sugar, and not just limit, but if we're going to consume it, use it in its natural form. So whether it's cane sugar or using dates to sweeten, or monk fruit, or
coconut
sugar, or maple syrup in very, very limited quantities, so you're getting just enough to get you what you're looking for, but not overdoing it. And what I've noticed over time personally is, like anything in life, we're humans, we adapt. The more that we've cut out sugar, the less sugar that we need. So now we can use a little bit of sweetener for things, and it's enough. Our taste buds are like, this is enough. I'm sure we can continue to fine tune that, but that's the beauty of eating healthy. You don't have to make this overnight cold turkey switch that usually will send a shock to your system and will probably make you unhappy with what you're eating and not like it.
And just quit.
Yeah, you won't want to do it.
Yeah, we just want to show you here that having a healthy lifestyle slash plant-based, it's not boring. We're just trying to make it fun for you and show you how easy things are to make. And see you guys next time. Bye.